one of the most crucially important parts that I learned having to go through this is that genetics was too difficult to use. And even most clinicians, even amazing functional medicine doctors don't use it because it's just so overwhelming. You get a test, and right now testing companies believe more is more, give you as much data as possible. And then you get a stack of 700 pages of paper. Like, what do I do with this?
Right.
So one of our missions was, how do we make this easy? And how do we make this easy is nobody needs data. Nobody needs a genetic report. They need to know what's wrong and how do I fix it? And if it's not that simple, we didn't do our job.
Okay.
And so this product, let's say this experience, it was built in the way that I wished it was when I first started my health journey, which is first, explain this to me, not the genes, not me yet. First, teach me how to think about my brain. Teach me how to think about diet. Like, show what is the right way. There's so much noise. So before you even get into the data, there's a video for each major body section to teach you, here's why this actually works or doesn't work at the genetic level, right? Not you yet, but just here's how to think so that when you actually get into the genetics, you know how to apply it. So there's a little bit of education, which I wished I had on day one. Then there's actual reports, which speak to problems as opposed to genes. I don't need to know what the DRD2 gene is. I need to look up the word anxiety and figure it out. I need to look up the word depression and figure it out. I need to know, why do I feel depressed, not why do people feel depressed.
Right.
And in there, I want recommendations. Someone's got to tell me what to do. So
Right.
in there, one of the things we did, we worked with Dr. BJ Fogg, who runs he wrote the book Tiny Habits, and he runs the Stanford University Behavioral Change Lab. So he's a guru when it comes to behavioral change and how to actually do what you've all learned. And so he wrote these parts of our report, which is, now that we know what's wrong, how do you fix it? Here's the recommendations. Here's some habits to include. Here's some habits to remove. Here's some supplements to consider. Here's some foods things to consider. So it's built in a way that's very easy to use. So that's the written reports. Then we have the AI portion, like you said, which is some people still want to geek out, let's call it, and know about the genetics. And the beauty there is there's certain things that we are allowed to say, right? FDA, Health Canada, there's certain restrictions on things that we know, but we can't say. And this is why we also have clinical programs to support people with. But we built the AI, which gives you a personalized podcast, all these audio files that speak to you about your genome so that you can then go interpret it for whatever problem you're trying to solve. Because maybe there's something that wasn't in our reports that you're working on. For example, breast cancer could be, gut issues, whatever. And then by teaching you how to think about the genes, you now will see the world differently. You'll now see it through your personalized genetic lens. Oh, I don't detoxify in the gut properly. I feel horrible today. Yesterday, I ate at this cafe where they gave me hummus. Maybe they use chemicals in the hummus